Hey everybody, it's me Dan from Dan's Pet Care. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season, but obviously winter is upon us. So we went ahead and put together a whole bunch of great tips to keep your pets safe during the cold winter months. So let's get started. Keep your dog warm. All right, so first and foremost, you want to make sure you are keeping all of your pets warm. So especially if you have indoor-outdoor cats, so if your cat spends some time outside and they have maybe a little house outside, or if you have a dog house outside and they like to spend time out there, make sure it's properly insulated. They do have great systems that you can use to help keep them warm. They have heaters and things like that. Also, you want to make sure that after you have spent time outside, they do have time to come in, warm back up. If you have a dog that loves being out there, like, we're going to talk about the different breeds later, but Huskies love their time outside. It is very important that they do get some time inside as well to warm back up. Chances are, if you need a jacket because you're cold, your dog's not going to be able to spend that much time outside. So remember, if you're cold, they're probably cold too. Watch out for ice. As a professional dog walker, one of my absolute favorite things to do is going for a long walk after a beautiful snowstorm. It is great because no one's out there, nice and quiet. The dog can put, fresh paws into the snow, and it's absolutely just one of the most serene, beautiful experiences you can have with an animal. It is very important though, when you are out in the cold, be mindful of the ice. Slip and falls happen all the time. It sucks when it happens with people, and it's not great when it happens with dogs, especially if they're excited and there's all these fun new things going on. There's snow falling and there's that, there's this. You want to make sure that you're keeping an eye out for black ice. You want to make sure you're keeping an eye out just for ice patches in general. One wrong slip can result in a cruciate tear, which is the ligament in the leg, which is one of the most common injuries you see in dogs. So just be mindful when you're going for a walk. Keep an eye on the road ahead and make sure that there's no big ice patches. Again, your dogs are suited for the most part to be able to handle these things, but this is just something to always be mindful of when you're out there walking with your dog. One great tip that a lot of our clients do love, they have some great booties. We'll put a link below. So they have a couple of great products. Companies like Roughwear make some great boots if you're going for hikes with your dog. Takes your dog a little bit of time to get used to using them, but once they do, it will give them a little bit more durability when they're out there, and especially in the really, really cold weather. Protect their paws. So obviously, we're talking about protecting the paws, right? So you've got the booties, which are fantastic. We're going to drop those links below, like I was saying. Now, one of my favorite products is mushers. It is this amazing salve or balm that you could put on their paws. It's basically the same as putting some lip balm on your lips. It is going to help deal with the dry, cracked skin. It's going to protect them. And also another thing you really got to be mindful of is after you've gone out on a walk, especially if you live in a city, is clean their paws off, because there's a very good chance that somebody might have not been using pet-friendly salt, and that's going to basically result in a chemical burn. So you want to go ahead and use some lukewarm water. You don't want it to be too hot, and just get in there between the pads, get in there into the webs of their paws, and really go ahead and try to clean that off. They do have some great products that you can kind of put their paw in to clean it off, but honestly, a warm towel is a great way to do that. Don't leave your dog in the car. With the winter, we don't stop needing to run errands. So I personally bring my dog Ruby everywhere. She's upstairs running around the office right now. So she comes with me everywhere. But it's very important to be mindful. The same way it is in the summer, you can't leave your dog in the car in the cold for too long. But if you do have to do a quick errand, make sure that you got the heat on for them and don't stay out for more than at most 10 minutes. And if you're like me and you like to bring your dog everywhere and it's a really cold day and you know you're gonna be in the store for a while, just go ahead and make sure you leave them at home. They'll be happy to greet you when you get there, and then you could take them for a nice long walk afterwards. Watch for signs of hypothermia. All right, so many of you, like I've been saying, probably love these winter walks, so it's very, very important that you got all the right gear for them, right? So you've got the little booties on them if they need it. They got a great sweater from Roughwear, whatever other brand you choose. But it's very important that you are aware of the signs of hypothermia. Now, this is very important to remember when you're out on these long walks. Hypothermia can be life-threatening to dogs, and some of the symptoms include shivering, general weakness, and lethargy. So if you notice that your dog is starting to drag and they're starting to have trouble walking, or even when you get back, it's very important, as soon as you see this, get them into a warm environment, start to warm them up. Maybe you could wrap them in a blanket. But if you are remotely unsure of the well-being of your animal, always contact your veterinarian. They'll be able to give you advice from exactly what you're dealing with. And if you're not sure and you can't get a hold of the vet, bring them to an emergency clinic. You want to make sure that you get ahead of it. You keep your dog safe. Now, do you know if your dog is a breed that does well in the cold? Some of the breeds that do best in the cold: Malamutes, Huskies, St. Bernards, Samoyeds, Newfoundlands. These guys were bred for this weather. They love it. They love being in the cold. So if you're someone who lives in one of the southern states and you have a husky and you're in Florida, your dog's not the happiest all the time. So when that cold weather does roll around, they're going to love it, especially those in the snow. Now remember, even though these dogs are made for the cold, still be mindful of things like hypothermia and keeping them safe. It's always important. Even if they want to stay outside, just do a check on them and never leave your dog outside unattended. It's very important for their safety. So the breeds that do well in snow are able to thrive in this weather because they have thick, double layered coats. So that's what is able to protect them from the terrible, terrible cold. Now, it's important to remember there are some breeds that do not do well in the cold. So guys like Chihuahuas, Pomeranians, Greyhounds. First of all, they look adorable in a sweater. So it's important to make sure that if you're going to be bringing, especially the smaller breeds outside, it's not as easy for them to maintain a warmer body temperature just because they're smaller, they have less fat on them, they don't have those thick double layer coats. So make sure that you are bundling them up, get them a sweater, and to be honest, they're gonna make you aware that they're unhappy. You're gonna see the little legs coming up and they're not gonna wanna be doing that. Just be sure to follow the tips that we gave you here. Make sure that you're bringing the little guys in, keeping them warm, and follow everything we went through in this video. You're gonna keep your pets safe through these cold winter months. Thank you again so much for watching. We really appreciate it. We love making this content for you. Now, if there's anything you do wanna know about, we would love to hear your feedback. So drop a comment below and we'll see if we can make a video about it. Now, if you enjoy watching our stuff, we'd appreciate if you could share our video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and we have a special gift for you. Any of you who are unsure of what to feed your pets, we got you a special hookup from our friends over at The Farmer's Dogs. We got you 2 free weeks. Click the link below. I feed it to my dog, Ruby. It is all natural, human-grade food. It's fantastic. I've tasted it. It's wonderful. Again, if you're looking for something to feed your pet, check it out. Thank you again so much for watching. Keep your pets safe this winter, and we'll see you soon.